Hi guys, welcome to another beer review, and this was one that I didn't want to mess up, and unfortunately I did. So this is now take 3 because I ran out of space on my phone because I forgot to delete old videos off my phone, which yeah, it's annoying. Especially when it's a review that you really don't want to mess up. And to make it worse, don't know if you can pick it up outside, but there are children playing football at the side of the house at 9:20 in the evening. And like 10 minutes ago, there were fireworks being set off. It's not even October yet. What the hell is going on? But yeah, so I'm not exactly in my chirpy self. I can't even formulate proper sentences right now. But, well, when have I ever really been able to do that? So today we are going over to the Odyssey Brewing Company, and we're looking at a collaboration between themselves and DEYA. And this is the Beautiful Blueberries, a blueberry and mosaic IPA. And first of all, just absolutely phenomenal artwork. Probably one of my favourite pieces of beer art of the year. Maybe I'll do like a top 10. I don't know if anybody's actually interested in that, but you know by now that I love a good beer label, and thankfully they've got the artist here, Dan Just, so I'll put his information down below, as well as of course Odyssey Brew Co.'s information, and of course DEYA. So I picked this up from Northern Beer Temple in Wigan on the recommendation from John, who owns it, even though I was rarely in the mood for this beer anyway, because I saw my good friend Dean from Dean's Beer Reviews reviewing it, and although you can't really tell because of my complexion, I don't exactly enjoy my 5 a day, if you get what I mean. But I do love blueberries, and yeah, so to have blueberries in an IPA with probably one of my, it's becoming one of my favourite hops, the Mosaic hop, and in a 500ml bottle as well, you know, that's like craft beer porn for me. I think this is like about 4 or 5 quid as well, which, you know, you pay that for like 330ml bottles, if not more for some 330ml bottles. So, you know, price wise, concept wise, and just the way the beer is presented, and you know, we're off to a good start. So yeah, this is brewed with lactose, blueberries, oats, wheat, and of course barley malts. So I'm expecting a lovely body to this one. Can't remember what Dean said in his review, so it's not exactly in my head, but I will be comparing notes with it after I've finished recording it. But yeah, I'm stupidly excited about this one, and it's just a shame that I couldn't get it, you know, on like the first take, because the beer's already in the glass. And thankfully, I haven't smelt it, I haven't tasted it, but just look at the colour of that beer. Absolutely wonderful stuff. So yeah, it's got this sort of like lovely cranberry look to it. And of course, blueberry juice, although not as dark, but yeah, hazy as hell. You can't see through that at all. You just get like the light bulbs from the light shining through. But beer didn't really pour with any head whatsoever. It could be down to the glass, I'm not too sure. It was a bit of a gentle pour, it has to be said, but doesn't that just look advertising? It almost looks like a Creac or something like that. But yeah, looks absolutely fantastic. So let's give it a sniff. Or just spill it everywhere, Peter. You know, good job. Wow, that's just absolutely wonderful. That blueberry character mixing with that punchy, fruity mosaic hop is just absolutely out of this world. It really, really is. Then that lactose gives it sort of like that, like yogurt and compote sort of aroma to it. It's so fruity. A little bit of like a slight dank note in there. Big hits of tropical aromas as well coming from that mosaic. It's got that sort of like New England style tropical fruit smoothie character, but that lovely sweet and slightly tart blueberries coming through. You know when you get like a proper blueberry and you bite into it and you get those ones where it's still really tart? It sort of reminded me of that, and getting like sort of like a almost a Ribena or Vimto sort of aroma. It just smells absolutely wonderful. Let's hope it tastes and feels just as good. Cheers, guys. Oh my word, that is absolutely wonderful. Those hops, that mosaic definitely shines through. And it works so well with that blueberry. You get that slight sweetness of like a blueberry puree, or like when you've got a nice blueberry tart. And then you've got that like slight tartness coming from the blueberry as well. You know, for a beer like this, you always run the risk, especially when there's lactose in there, of like the fruit character coming out a little bit synthetic. And how many times have you had a beer where they've had like natural flavours in with blueberry, you know, blueberry. This you could tell there is genuine blueberry in this one. And it's just like I was saying on the aroma. It's like when you know, you're just snacking on those blueberries, and then every now and then you get one of those lovely tart ones. It's got a lovely, slightly puckering tart character. But that mosaic hop just shines through. Lovely, slightly tropical tones. There's almost like a vinous character in there. Slight grape-like characters. Body's not like really heavy body or anything like that. It's not like a smoothie or anything. But it's got enough there. And you definitely get those oats and that lactose. Of course, I have had IPAs that have used those ingredients that are a little bit more bulky. But this, excuse me, it's just absolutely lovely. It's so drinkable. It's not drinking like a 6.6% beer at all. Some like blueberry compote mixed with a yogurt. Wonderful stuff. Let's have another little bit. There we've got a tiny bit of head. Very slight pinkish hues. Looks a bit more pink on the video because of the reflection from the beer itself. But it's just lovely. Really, really is. Carbonation is nice and prickly as well. It just helps lift that beer a little bit. I can't fault it. I really cannot fault it. This is probably one of the best beers that I've tried this year. Without a doubt. It just ticks all the boxes for me. And at its heart, you're hit with the blueberry. And if you love blueberry, you're going to absolutely love this beer. It's like contender for beer of the year for me. Drinking it a bit too fast because I'm getting a little bit gassy now, but I just want more. I should have picked up a few bottles of this. I love that tartness. That blueberry tartness is just what sets this beer apart. And this is the second beer that I've had that is DEYA that's had DEYA involved. See, I'm getting my words muddled up because I'm just loving it so much. And yeah, thank God it's in a 500ml bottle, and it's in absolutely wonderful, wonderful artwork, beautifully presented, and the beer inside the bottle itself is just as good, if not better. Some people might not like this as much as like some of these New England style IPAs, but you know, they're two different, completely different animals. Of course, some of the genetic makeup of it is similar. Yeah, backing up that body with that oats and lactose and stuff, but yeah, I just love it. I'm repeating myself, but this is a fabulous, fabulous beer. I don't think I've referred to a beer as fabulous before. I'm going to have to slow down because I'm getting so frigging gassy right now. So, yeah, safe to say 10 out of 10 from me for the beautiful Blueberries. Beautiful beer indeed. And yeah, the only thing I would say for some people is there is that slight viney wine character and a little bit of a grape flavour in there as well, like sort of like grape juice as opposed to wine, but it's still in that like similar flavour profile. But that again mixed with that tartness just helps lift the beer. So if you love your blueberries and you love IPAs and you can get hold of this one, do yourselves a favour and do it, because it's absolutely fantastic stuff. So excuse me, thank you for watching this beer review. It's sort of those burps where you feel like stuff's coming up. I made the unwise decision of having a chippy tea tonight, so hopefully the acids in that beer will help break it down a little bit so it doesn't come up in my sleep. Not that that happens on a regular basis, by the way. I know I'm fat, but I'm not that fat. So yeah, beautiful Blueberries from Odyssey Brew Co. in collaboration with DEYA. Two breweries who I'm so happy that I can try much more of their beers now that I'm back in the UK. And yeah, big thank you to John for recommending me this one. And of course, big shout out to Dean, who also reviewed this one, who put the beer on my radar in the first place. So go check out his review if you haven't done so already. If any of my other fellow beer tubers have reviewed this one, their reviews will be included down below. Check out Odyssey Brew Co, check out DEYA, check out Dan Just, check out the Northern Beer Temple, and yeah, check out my IPA playlist for more fantastic examples of the style. So yeah, thank you for sticking with me on this mess of a review. I always appreciate people who stick out to the end. It means a hell of a lot. And yeah, if you've tried this one, give me your thoughts and opinions. What are your opinions on both of the breweries? And I hope you'll join me next time for what hopefully will be a much more condensed review. But I don't get to talk about beer with a lot of people back here, so thank you for being my outlet, and to my UK beer tuber and international beer tuber guys who I talk to about beer pretty much every day on Facebook. It's just great to talk about this, and it's such a satisfying and rewarding hobby, especially when you come across beers like that. So thank you all for watching. Gonna go before I get a bit too sentimental, you know, those man tears. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Don't know where the hell I'm going with this. Gonna cut it short because I'm starting to freak you out, aren't I?